Hello, my old school soul food family. Chef Jeffy back with another video. All right, y'all. I've been asked and I've been really thinking about this every Monday to send out a motivational video to maybe help one or two people, help a lot of people. You know, a couple of weeks ago, I opened up about and I'll continuously discuss it as the weeks and days go on, about my battle with, and it'll be continuously battle. I mean, it's never going to go away completely. My mental health issues growing up that I pretty much almost overcame, which I have battled a lot and overcame a lot, and still have a lot of work to do, because it's something you're going to always deal with no matter what. I'm never going to be completely cured of my of things that dealt with at a younger age, but I have overcome it and grown from it. And like I tell people, you don't go through it, you grow through it. So I want to do a video every Monday. I'm going to try to keep it, try to time myself here, try to keep it under 30 minutes, because just like a preacher, after 30 minutes, people stop listening. So I want to try to break it down in segments. You can see the title of the video today is how to get out of your comfort zone and achieve success in your life. But you got to get out of your comfort zone and change your surroundings and broaden your horizon. And that's what I want to talk about today. Just to give y'all a recap, the people that just listening or just got on board, I'm going to give it a little synopsis of who I am and where I come from and how I got to where I am, and trying to let you know I'm just a regular person like anybody else. I'm just like you, just like her, him, or whatever. I just happen to do cooking videos every day. But the story is, like I say, I come from a small town, Jewett, Texas. That's the name of my town, 768 people. I grew up in a small town, rural country town here in Texas. Very moderate school, very small, 1A. I think it was 2A when I graduated, but most of the time it was 1A school. I was a C and D student, y'all. Very seldom made A's. Every once in a while I made A's. When I made A's, it was a major accomplishment. I don't have no bachelor's and master's degrees and all that. I have an associate degree from a trade school. I don't have no business background, no financial background. All that I learned by reading in books and advice from other people. That's how I grew. I'm currently, like y'all see, I'm currently retired at the age of 53, financially independent. I got a house paid off. I got 3 vehicles. I'm about to purchase another home in Dallas. I'm financially independent, which that'll be another video I'll do, how I did that, how I achieved that. I have 5 employees that work for me. Old School Soul Food is a ministry, but it's also in the state of Texas classified as a business. I post a video every day, which is unheard of in YouTube. People ask me how I do it. I'm going to explain to you how I do it. I went from working on a job, like I said, I retired from my job that I worked on for 34 years, making very good money, working about 60 hours a week, to I work 12 hours a week now, y'all, 12 hours, making twice as much income as I did before I retired off my job. And like I say, I'm not no scholar, I'm not no doctor, I'm not no financial advisor, but I'm going to put it in layman terms how I can do it. The number one way you can do this, y'all, way you can do it, the first thing you need to have, I write 3 D's down. You got to have drive, determination, and discipline. If you have those 3 things, you can achieve anything in life. Believe me, I'm going to look in the camera and say it again. You have drive, determination, and discipline. If you have those items, those 3 things, and you work and keep them in there, you can achieve anything. But I'm fixing to hit you up with some heavy stuff. It's going to hit you with some heavy stuff. Sometimes when people learn and want to grow, people are going to tell you things that's going to be tough things that you don't want to hear, but later on you'll thank God that you heard them. I've heard that throughout my whole life and had real tough advice from everything from my parents to my chef mentors, all the way up to when I started my Old School Soul Food brand, which I started in 2012. 10 years ago, October 2022, this year will be 10 years. But it was a slow process, building. Anything worth having, any successful people is not overnight. I tell people, if you think you're going to get quick rich and be successful overnight, it's not going to happen. It's lots of hard work into it. Like I tell people many times, you see my glory, everything I got, everything I say, you see my glory, but you don't know my story. You don't know the ups and downs and obstacles and sleepless nights and working all these days and all that to get to where I am. But I'm going to tell y'all, especially young people, you're never too old too. Shoot, Colonel Sanders started Kentucky Fried Chicken at 65 years old. So you're never too old to be a success. But especially young people, I like to get young people because if I can get in the young people's mind and get them started, they have more of opportunity to build even more than if you in your mid-50s or 60 years old, which is possible. Number one, you need to change your surroundings. You need to get away from people that's not motivating you, not encouraging you to do better. You need to get them people out of your life. Your circle, when you start succeeding and working hard and trying to achieve something, those people going to fall off. Because they're not going, oh, you can't party with me, you can't party there. I say this all the time. People get in this mindset, they partying 5 or 10 years, just party after party after party. After 10 years, all that partying and stuff, you ain't got no savings, you have no job, you have no skills. All you have is a bunch of memories of people you don't even talk to anymore. You need to change your mindset and change your surroundings so you can grow better. I'm going to put it in layman terms. I'm from the country. I'm going to start with a fish. Y'all have heard this before. If I put a baby catfish, you hear I have a fish aquarium in there. If I put it in a little bowl, a little catfish, it's not going to grow no more than that little bowl. If I put I have a 10-gallon fish tank. If I put in a fish tank, 10-gallon fish tank, it's going to grow a little bit more. Okay? If I take it, I fish out in KATY. If I take that catfish and put it out in KATY, Murrayville, Peckham Park, that catfish going to get maybe about this big. But if I take that same catfish and put it in the mighty Mississippi, I've heard this before. They have man-eating catfish in the mighty Mississippi River, which is the largest river in the United States. The catfish gonna get massive because its surroundings have grew. As you surround your surroundings, broaden your mind, and make your mind bigger and stop limiting yourself in your mind what you can't do, you will grow. Another example, then I'm gonna get down to details. I'm from the country. I grew many fruit trees. I have fruit trees in my backyard. When you buy a fruit tree, most of the time when you buy them or you plant them, you buy them in a little bucket. Now, if you leave that fruit tree in that, say if it's a plum tree or a pear tree or a peach tree in that little bucket, it's going to grow, it's going to grow. It's not going to grow. Why? It's going to grow to a limit. It's not going to grow high, but it's not going to branch out. It might even have fruit on it, but the fruit going to be that little. But if you take that peach tree, plum tree, whatever, out of that bucket it come in and plant it in the ground in a field where it has a lot of space, the branches going to sprout out. And the fruit is going to be big. Not the little bitty ones. It's going to be big fruit because you have broadness around you, have changed the surroundings, and you have broadened where it can reach out. You need to change your mindset. We have too many people, and I'm going to get on politicians, community actors, even the church ministers. They do this with young kids a lot. I hate this. They keep telling people what they can't do and try to encourage them what they can do. You can't do this because you're this demographic income. You can't do this because you're this race. You can't do this because you live over here. You can't do this. That's all I hear, what you can't do. I wish we had more people to encourage young people. You can do this if you go this avenue. You can do this if you can do this avenue. Thank God I had parents growing up that encouraged me that I can do anything. I'm going to name 3 people, my parents helped me on a personal level so much. But as I got in the field, I'm going to call these people out that helped me so much. Number 1, Rich Gidner. He was my absolute first mentor as a chef. He was my executive chef. He was my boss for like 18 years. He was a hard-nosed chef, but he was pushed me and he got me so much out of me. I was in that, in my shell. As a chef, I'm good, but I don't want to do too much. And he pushed me, he encouraged me, he showed me things that I never seen before. He showed me, y'all can see now on videos how I plate my food, how my plates are clean, how organized I am in the kitchen, how I can work in a small space and not be messy, clean as I go. He instilled all that in me as I was a young chef. Also, once I got over this depression and anger and all that, in the mid-30s, he approached me. I was a baker in the position where I was at. I used to work in the bake shop in the position there for like 3 years. And he come to me, and he wanted me to be a kitchen manager. It's like, I don't want to be in management. I don't want to be dealing, telling people what to do or whatever. But he pushed me into that to be a management, get into management, how to manage people, how to handle conflicts, how to handle situations. And he was very vital to me. That helped me grow, because I was in my comfort zone over there making bread every day, coming to work 5 in the morning, go home 1 p.m. I'm doing my little thing, and he helped me come out my horizon. The next person is Mr. Bill Schultz. He was the general manager at the place for like 18 years where I used to work. This helped me a lot for doing YouTube. He come to me one time, he say, I used to do all the barbecue for the club, all the briskets and everything. Every time they had a barbecue function, that's why I tell people I've cooked over maybe 10,000 briskets in my lifetime. And he approached me one day, and he said, Jeffrey, how would you like to do a barbecue class? Barbecue class? He said, yeah, do a barbecue, get out in front of people and tell them how you cook it, and then have them samples or whatever, and you kind of set it up how you want to do it and organize it. And it's like, me? He said, yeah, I think you'd be good at it. He had the confidence in me. He saw something in me that I didn't see in myself. So long story short, I know y'all see me do my YouTube lives on Mondays. It's a big poster that say Chef Jeffrey School of Barbecue. That was the poster they made for that. I was so scared when I first did that. I was scared and nervous. I did the meat. I had to do all the meat, had to pit out there. That was no problem. But getting out there, they had 100 people out there, memberships and stuff, a lot of them that I knew. And all the chefs on the side, okay, this is my first barbecue class. I don't know. I never knew. We never had a barbecue class at the club. But I played it by ear and did it little by little. And as I was going, I was gaining more confidence because the people was enjoying what I was doing, number one. And I had the fellow chefs working with me kind of there to motivate me and kind of, you know, support me. And little by little, I was doing from one barbecue class, I was doing like 4 or 5 a year. It had grown that popularity and overwhelming. That to the day, and I tell Mr. Schultz all the time, he is the main reason that I'm comfortable doing YouTube videos, being able to get in the kitchen and teach and show y'all how to do stuff, because he had vanilla push me out to encourage me to do these barbecue classes. I would never ever be comfortable to do this. And the last chef I had was Alex DeVici. He kept pushing me to do what I did best. He really kept me to keep barbecuing, cooking. He kept that in the forefront. He always, everybody had weaknesses or whatever, and even Chef Gisner, my love and passion is not the fancy cooking, which I can do, but it's old school food. And he created, Chef Gisner, matter of fact, created a menu it called Down Home Specials we would do every week. And I could do my chicken fried steak, meatloaf, chicken and dumpling. And he took what talent that I had and amplified it and made me look good. And I never forget those people. That's why I tell people, everybody has a talent in your life. It's up to you to take it and let me see, I make myself notes here sometimes. It's up to you to take it and run with it. And don't let nobody let you know that you can't do anything. You can do anything you want. It's not easy. It's not going to be easy. Some people have addictions, and it could be drug addiction. It could be food addiction. It could be gambling addictions. You have to somehow get to the point where you make a conscious effort. Look, these addictions are going to control me. I'm going to control them. You have to do that. And I know a lot of people, this saddens me too. I have nothing against government assisted programs and stuff like that, but I know for a fact you have a lot of people in this country, in this city, that's on government assisted programs that should not be on them. You know why they on them? Because it's comfort to them. They getting that check every month, they getting that housing every month, and it's a comfort. And they scared to step out and do something more because they know if they do, they're gonna lose that. It's like like I say, it's just like a comfort. You need to, what's happening. That's why I hate about the government sometimes. Unless you absolutely need it, able-bodied people should be working. I know this is gonna make some people angry, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it because you're limiting yourself. You will never know what God has in store for you. You'll never know your full capability of life if you keep being dependent on that. You have two choices in life. You can be dependent or you can be independent. The government, I'm going to tell you, I say this all the time, the government wants you to be dependent on them because it gives them power and control. When people, if you have to depend on people a lot, they have the power. Once you break out from that and you start working your own, getting your own business, doing your own thing, they have no power over you. You're independent. They're powerless. If more people in this country realize that's on these programs and stuff, you're limiting yourself. The government loves it because you're not a threat to them. You're a threat when you on your own, making your own business, making your own money, not having to depend on the Social Security check, which I'm gonna get to in the next another video. The Social Security, I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna go in detail in another video. Social Security, they only give you enough to die on. They don't give you enough to live on. That Social Security check, the people waiting on it. Ask anybody living on Social Security how they living. If that's the only check they're giving, how that's working out for you. Don't wait on Social Security. Build your wealth. I'm gonna make another video how you can do this, where you don't have to depend on that. The government want everybody to be on that Social Security check. That's what they want, because you know you're not a threat to them. You're not a threat to be successful and be very, very successful and millionaire. I'm not a millionaire, but I guarantee I'm financially independent. I guarantee you this, I don't have to wait on when I get 62, 65 years old waiting on the Social Security check. I'm gonna take it, but I don't care about it. I'm not dependent, I'll be glad when I get 62 when I get my Social Security. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna file the 62. They say you can get it 62, 65, or 70. I'm getting it early. Give me my money, put it in the account. I'll work for it, but I'm not dependent on that. Like I say, there's some tough words people don't want to hear, and I'm going to do segments of this. It's probably going to be 4 or 5. How you get out this groove, break out that one, but it starts with you. Nobody can make you do it. It starts inside here. Like I say, I know God give it. I'm going to keep saying this over and over, and people are going to get tired of me saying, you have a talent. Look at me. Everybody have a talent. My talent have to be cooking. Some talent, my brother has a talent. He can play every musical instrument known to man. He has a voice like no other. That's his talent. God give him that talent. I can't carry a tune in a bucket, but we have the same bloodline, but he has that different talent. Some people can dance. Like I say, some people can play basketball. Some people can work numbers like crazy. I have a CPA, that's what he does. He works numbers like crazy. I sit down and watch him, he works with me. You need to find your talent and stick on it. Another thing, jobs. Like I say, let me show you, let me get to this. How many more minutes I got here? I got 15 more minutes. I got 13 more minutes here. 34 years I was on my job. This is another thing that really, like I tell people, I'm not telling y'all do something I haven't done myself. I wanted to tell you this. I could have been in my job another 34 years if I wanted to. I was that set. People loved me there. I did an awesome job. I had no issues with my job. But inside here, God told me that's not for me. He has something bigger for me. And I had a conscious, the last 2.5 years on my job, I was there, but I wasn't. I loved doing my job. I loved the people I was working with, but I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy doing my job. And I left a job making good money and stepped out on faith. Stepped out on faith. Because remember, now I got a little saving. I'm going to go in detail on that in another video, how I'm surviving because I can't get into my 401k. I can't get into my IRA. I can't get into none of that until I get 59 and a half. So I'm stepping out on the job at 53, knowing that I got to work 9 more years before I can even draw from that without being taxed heavily. But I stepped out on faith because I know God has something in store for me. Like I told y'all, I have which I'm in the process of that. I'm gonna do one in Houston, one in my county where I grew up on, one in Dallas. I'm creating, it's in the process. I got money saving up. I'm creating, if y'all haven't heard it, a facility. I'm looking for buildings and stuff like mainly elderly and kids can go and get one hot meal a day and don't have to pay nothing, totally free. because I think the elderly and kids are the most vulnerable people in this world, and a lot of them go hungry. And I'm definitely want to do that 7 days a week, where they can go get one hot meal. I'm gonna do it in the afternoons, in Monday through Friday, because a lot of kids in school, and the afternoon is very important. And on the weekends it'll be lunchtime, because you know, no kids in school and no Meals on Wheels, and that's the plan, and I have it in action. But you got to put the like I say, faith without doing is dead. But I just want to encourage people. I have issues. I still have company. I still go to my counselors and stuff like that. Something else I was gonna say, y'all, and I need to write myself notes. I get the rambling on, and I start back-toeing and stuff like that. But like I say, you need to get out your comfort zone, step out on faith, and do what God has in your body. Because I mean, you got people on dead-end jobs, you got people laying around doing nothing. And let me tell you something, you need to change your mindset of what's important in life. I'm gonna tell you this. You know what's important to me? The stock market, NASDAQ, S&M, Dow Jones, the interest rate went up and down. That affects you more. Even if you ain't in the stock market, that stuff affects you more than what's going on with the Kardashians, what's Johnny Depp doing, Child doing, what Will Smith and them do. People ask me, "Do you see Johnny Depp?" That doesn't affect me. All that stuff, even I'm a Cowboy fan, die hard. Cowboys lose or win, that don't affect me. I feel bad when they win, but I'm not gonna lose no sleep on it. I don't bet on sporting events anyway. Some people all out in arms on things that doesn't affect them. Stop worrying about that. You need to start watching things and educating yourself on things that affect you every day. Even if you're in the stock market, you go get gas. You see how gas prices are? You see the high price of food? You see interest rates when you go try to borrow something or get a loan or whatever? People don't even know because they don't educate themselves what's going on in the world. They're worrying about movie stars and athletes and all that, and that stuff has no bearing on your life. Those people don't care about you. They have no bearing on your life. You need to focus and get a book and read. Sometimes, I'm a YouTuber. Sometimes turn off the TV and get a book and read successful people. There's a lot of books out there. How they got successful, what the ins and outs they went through, the avenues they went through. Read. Get a book and read it. Get encouraged and read some motivational books, how people built things, built wealth, built businesses, things like that. Stop. You're wasting what God give you. I hate to see people sitting around just wasting their life. I just don't do it. Like I say, if you on my team, Dylan can tell you and other people can tell you, I'm very adamant and I'm very attention to detail. I got very high standards in old school soul food. And I told Dylan when he already knew me a while before he went on the team, I say some days I'm gonna get on you and I'm gonna get on your butt because I want you to get big. I want you to get better. And when I told him when he started the job, I said, number one thing about my company, I'm very, very particular about deadlines. I don't want you late. I want you on time. Since he had been on my team almost 2 months, the man hasn't been late. He's been early, matter of fact. Most of the time he's early. And everybody on my team, I want this done, this done, this done. It's there. I'm like that. You got to be like that. You got to set standards for yourself and the people that around you or whatever. Because if not, you're never going to be nothing. I just want to encourage y'all. You can do anything. I'm going to have about 3 more videos. When I get in the financial part, how you can leave your job and I'm going to go in detail how I left my job at 53 years old, living comfortably. Haven't even touched my savings, 401k, none of that. Don't even need it until I get 62, 59 and a half. How I was able to do that. How I was able to pay my house off. I had a 15-year note. I paid it off in 10 years. How I have 3 vehicles, they all paid for. How I'm about to trying to purchase another home. I'm not doing this to brag. I'm doing this to tell y'all you can do it, but you can do it better. You can be more than what I'm doing. It can be done. Like I say, I'm no doctorate, bachelor degree person. I wasn't no straight A student in high school. I graduated from a trade school, was a CD student. But I did it because I had them 3 Ds, drive, determination, and discipline. You have them 3 things, I'm telling you, I promise you, you can do anything. And like I said in my last video, y'all can call me. I'm gonna start putting my number 281-345-8991 in the bottom of each video. And y'all, it's on my Facebook description page. You can call me anytime. Leave me a message and I will call you back. I have called people and they have been in shock that I've called them back. They say, oh my God, I can't believe you. I gave him a word, I'm gonna call you back, I'm gonna call you back. I got 5 or 6 more people I need to call back. I got on my list. You can email me, chefjeff@oldschoolsoulfood.com. I'll get back with you. You can direct message me on Facebook. You can direct message me on Instagram. I will answer you. That's me answering you. That's not my team member and not my publishers. I sit down and I will answer your text, your message, or your voicemail. Many people, I get on the phone, they just, hour and a half, however long it takes to get your point across and my point across. I care that much about you. It ain't all about feeding your belly. I want to feed your soul, your mind. I want everybody to be happy, be able to, I'm telling you, I'm going to tell you right now, people probably want to be like, if I want to go to Vegas tomorrow, I'll book the trip and go. I don't have to ask nobody. If I want to leave out of town and go to Austin, ride to Austin and hang out there a couple of days and stay in a hotel and go fishing or whatever, I can do it. I don't have to ask anybody to do that. If I want to, one day I did this last week, if I want to stay in bed all day and watch movies and watch baseball game and not even leave my bedroom, I can do it because I worked hard and I organized my life to do it. I can go anywhere I want to go, pretty much. Do whatever I want to do, pretty much. I don't have to ask nobody's permission to do it because I have set my life in the beginning to do that. And once, when I got in my 30s and I lost, and I let that go, that depression and low self-esteem, let that go, that was the glass ceiling that exploded. I was like a roaring lion walking around. I can do all things through God who strengthened me. I can do all things through God who strengthened me. That is my saying. And I'm a living witness. I can do it. And I tell people, if I can do it, you can do it. And you can't only do it, you can do it better than me. I want y'all to be not like me. I want you to be better than me. Young kids want to be like Chef Jeff, and I want you to be better than me. I'm that humble, and I'm that true, and I'm that transparent. I will root you on. If you tell me, Chef Jeff did this, Chef Jeff, I'm rooting you on. I'm not false with it. You got false people, you tell something about them, you doing good, and they, oh yeah, they jealous. Not me. Tell me you did something. When people bake something I made, and do something that I gave them, send me a picture of something they made that they saw on my channel, you don't know how proud that makes me. That makes me so, I'm so happy for you. I'm just genuinely that person. I'm happy when people succeed. When my friend, matter of fact, just got a new vehicle. Beautiful. I'm not going to go because he only told 2 people, so I'm not going to tell what it is. Beautiful vehicle. Something I've never probably ever owned. I'm so happy for him. You don't know the happiness. It's like I was just so overjoyed like it was my vehicle. Beautiful vehicle. I couldn't. That's how I am. I'm so happy for him. And I just want people, if we can work together, encourage people. Quit hating on people, being jealous on people. If you help people more, like I tell people, help others with a purpose. I don't say it. I mean it in action. I don't talk the talk, I walk the walk. So anyway, y'all, I think that's a 30-minute video. Definitely is. But anyway, I'm going to close this video out. Like I said, I got about 3 or 4 more of these. But the one when I do financially, how to be financially independent, if you start early and you know 20s, when you get 55, 60, 55 years old, you set in life, y'all don't better not miss that video because I'm going to go in deep detail and the deep numbers. So, and I'm also going to do one how I got YouTube and how I started Old School Soul Food and how it grew to the that's a big word, 2 heights it is now. I'm going to show you in detail for that. But like I say, it's people dealing with stuff, get help you need because you are, I'm going to say this, you're a child of the Most High God. And God has a purpose for you. You got to instill in that. Don't take yourself out because God has not through with you yet. You get over that. Like I said, if you need somebody to talk to, I'll talk to you. Like I said, I'm not a lawyer or a professor or a counselor or nothing like that, motivational speaker. I'm just a regular person that took advice from successful people and took advice from mentors and people that I know and trusted that had my well-being at hand and ran with it and built off of it and did something with it. So I love y'all. Let me close this video out. If you like this video, please share, please comment, please subscribe. And I want y'all to follow my Instagram. I'm over 9,000 now, and I'm trying to get to 10,000. They keep telling me to do that. I got people, analytic team, know all this stuff. 10,000 before the end of the year. I'm at 9,030 now. TikTok, I want to get to 1,000. I'm on TikTok. I'm on Pinterest. I think I got over 2,000 on Pinterest. Go follow me on Pinterest. I'm on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, of course. I'm on Twitch TV. I'm going to start doing cooking videos on Twitch TV. If you got a Twitch TV account, go follow me on there. It's Old School Soul Food. And I post every day. I'm on Twitter also every day. And people say, how do you do that? Because I'm well organized and I'm very particular in when I do things. Yeah. And you can do it too. I can run a whole a business or a ministry right here. I can do it from sitting right here. Run the whole thing, and it doesn't take a lot of work if you organize and to the point you got a good team around you. So I love y'all, I really do, and I want to help each and every one of y'all to grow and not only be like me or I want you to be better than me. I want you to be twice as better than me. I want you to have twice as much stuff as I accomplished, because you can do it. There's people out there that's 10 times smarter than me, and they're not using it. They sitting around playing video games waiting on their next check to come through, instead of doing what they need to be doing. So get up and stop being dependent on the government and do what God has in your body to do. Anyway, y'all, I love you, and I will see y'all. Join me tonight. I'll be on YouTube live at 5 p.m. Central Time. I'm on live YouTube every Monday. I love y'all to come in. It's really nice. It's really fun filled. We have lots of laugh, and the same people usually show up. And it's a highlight of my week, y'all. That's a highlight of my week, the hour of my week. We're just really, everybody laughing, having a good time. It's just real good, clean fun. So anyway, I'll see y'all in the next video. Love y'all. Bye.